My prediction is going to be like all the way. Daniel Kikio is who she's going to pick. Let's see, because they're still dancing. Hey y'all, it's Errin with 2R's. Sorry, 2R's. And today we are going to watch the finale of the Courtship. Okay, so now we are watching episode 12 of the Courtship, Commitment of a Lifetime. I don't know why I'm excited about this show. I have no idea why I'm so excited. But there's only 3 guys left. It's Mr. Judge, Mr. Combs, and Mr. Bokikio. And okay, so my prediction is that she's going to pick either Judge or Bokikio. I don't think Mr. Combs has a chance anymore. I think at the beginning he did. And I don't know. I don't know. She's just been leaning away from him, even though he's been trying to get to know her. But anyway, let me get my food ready because this is going to be a doozy of an episode.
So this final episode is all about her spending more time with the 3 suitors in the modern world, which is still technically in England, but not on their own turf, but still in the modern world, seeing what they look like with regular clothes on. And then, after these 3 dates, she must decide on 2 suitors to return back to the Regency era, where she'll have a final date with each of them. They'll meet with her parents, and then at the final ball, she will have to make a decision on who she wants to spend the rest of her life with. She has a hard decision to make. I do not envy her.
Okay, I know why this show won me over. This is the show for hopeless romantics that I like now that they're doing their little modern dates. I mean, they're not in the city that they were in. I think they're in Cork. But like they're doing these little modern dates and the guys had to come up with something, and Christian Combs, his is the most thoughtful. I think Mr. Jesse Judge, I think his was the most like, I don't know. It seemed like that was him and he got to be himself, in a way that when you're in Regency, you don't. And then I think Mr. Bokikio was very much himself. I don't know. And so now they have to go back to the Regency time and she has to send one person home who's not going back. Okay, side note. Miss Remy comes back to the castle. Sorry, chips and queso. She's back at the castle and the guys get out of the car and I'm thinking, okay, one's in the front seat and 2 are in the back seat. They jumped out of this car like it's a clown car. I mean, and they did it so elegantly too, so I'm proud of them. But I was just like, why did they squeeze them all in the back seat? I hope there was room. She picked Danny. She picked Danny to stay first. I told y'all she was not going to pick Mr. Combs. It's really hard to watch this because I know I can fast forward to where she just picks, and I'm really trying to just watch the last 2 dates, and I don't care. I don't care. But what is really cool about this is, so it's not just her that the suitors have to impress. They also have to have a meeting with the parents because, in Regency era, the men would have to go and get the father's, at least the father's permission to ask for her hand. And Mr. Judge seems like he's given some really good answers, and Mr. Bokikio. Mr. freaking Bokikio. It looked disapproving. So now you know what? I'm gonna fast forward to the parent part. I'm gonna do it. I shouldn't, but I'm doing it. See, I'm upset with Nicole right now, okay? I'm gonna try not to yell at y'all because of her. She kept saying that she was upset. I mean, that's what I said. She kept saying that the only thing she kept hearing out of Bokikio is that he likes her. And she said, this is the final 2. I need to know. And I'm just like, but he kept saying, I like you. And you're like, I don't like it. And then you pick him for the final 2. Okay, that's it. Also, I made myself watch the dates. I'm sad that I'm watching the dates. Yes, I'm sad, Nicole. So, they have interrupted the date with Mr. Bokikio. and have, is there something in my head? Oh, okay, no. It's just my hair. It's my hair. But they've interrupted the date with Mr. Bokikio to show us the parental meeting with Mr. Judge. And Mrs. Rémy is the one asking the questions, but I think that Mr. Rémy is more observant of body language. I think Mrs. Rémy as well, but I think both of them are very good and observant. Danny has written down everything that he couldn't say aloud and has hung them from the trees in this cute little thing. It's like a little area, and so he's taking them down and reading them to her. Damn it, he didn't won me over now too. Shit. So I had to stop and see this in the morning, the finished part, because if I had to see this last night and end up upset. Bad dreams. So anyway, this is for my tea. So she went on the dates with both Danny and Jesse. So Danny Bokikio, Jesse Judge. And Bokikio has been like kind of seeing like, oh, they're going to split their lives between New York and Seattle. Like they're going to continue with dating type thing. He hasn't had it. He's like, oh, if I were to move in, like there's still nothing guaranteed, which makes sense to a degree. However, Jesse Judge lives in a small town in Michigan, and he was like, I would like to move to Seattle. I'll move to Seattle. And he's been very thoughtful. Nicole goes, I feel all of these feelings with Danny B, and then I leave. I'm worried with Jesse if it just might be too safe, and she might not feel these feelings in the future. And I'm just like, go ahead and pick Danny B. Just live in a world of if and when and how soon and when are you going to be comfortable with this relationship. I'm not seeing it unless they're going to show us at the end that there's like a 6-month update, because okay, so this is not like typical Bachelorette where she comes out and she's just like, I pick you, Pikachu. Like, it's not that. It's her parents and her court like basically have one more chance to help steer her decisions. She's at the Diamond Ball right now, and she has no idea who she's supposed to pick, who she's going to pick. So she's going to have to go with like her gut, whatever comes out of her mouth. And I really do think it's going to be Danny B. I think it's Mr. Bokikio. What do you think? You think it's Bokikio? She's over there like totally not paying. She's so not interested in TV. It's fine. My prediction is Danny B, like all the way. Daniel Bokikio is who she's gonna pick. Let's see, because they're still dancing. It's too fast.
What's the end goal here? Are we proposing? What's next?
If I'm walking out of here with your sister, I'm very serious about a future proposal. Can I get away?
Oh snap! Like he went out to have a talk with her. And she just confessed to him that it's Mr. Bokikio. Knew it. I knew it.
This is beautiful. I'm absolutely crazy, but I love you. So, I'm all in.
I'm so ready to get it.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask. Am I the last suitor here?
Well, thank the Lord for that. I thought it would never happen. just grief. That man put this woman through grief. Okay, so now where are they gonna live? New York or Seattle?
It's my great honor to present to you this season's most perfect couple.
Okay, this last episode made it worth it. We've gone through so many suitors and we've gone through so many of my personal favorites, but at the very end, Danny Bokikio like even shocked me. So I'm all for him if he's all for her. Let's put it that way. Thank you for going through this journey with me. If you want to watch any of the previous episodes, especially if you find the show and you want to watch it and see my reaction after it, so you can like be like, now I know. And you can feel free to watch any of those. Definitely subscribe to my channel because I have a few more shows that I plan to react to. Hopefully ones that are a little bit more accessible. This one was, and then it wasn't. It happened. But yeah, also let me know how you feel about the finale, about this whole thing. Would you be able to be on one of these shows? And if you are going to be on one of those shows, let me know so I can do a reaction to it. I would love to do that. Okay, thanks. Until next time, bye.